Would I be the asshole for not dyeing my hair for a wedding? Update: an issue with my friend's wedding. I have a strange problem, and after sharing it with my boyfriend, he suggested I seek help on the subreddit. Here's the situation. I'm a 25-year-old woman who is supposed to be in my friend Zoe's bridal party for her wedding in December 2024. Recently, Zoe met with the rest of the bridal party, including me, to discuss details like hair, makeup, and dresses. Initially, everything seemed fine. She wanted a winter wonderland theme, with different shades of blue dresses arranged as a gradient, complemented by silver accents, snowflake jewelry, and soft makeup. She even suggested blue contacts for those of us without blue eyes, which I didn't find too unusual since I've worn colored contact lenses for Halloween before. However, the issue arose when Zoe requested that we all dye our hair. Some members of the bridal party have natural blonde hair with dyed ends, including Zoe herself. She wants to go platinum for the wedding. The remaining members consist of two brunettes, myself included, a strawberry blonde, who apparently wasn't blonde enough, and a redhead. I'm one of the brunettes, and I've never dyed or bleached my hair before. While I've considered it in the past, I always struggled to decide and didn't want to spend money on something I might end up regretting. Additionally, due to years of heat styling, my hair has become thinner, and I'm concerned that bleaching it might further damage it. When I expressed my concerns to Zoe, I politely declined to dye my hair. She reassured me that my hair appeared healthy and offered to pay for the bleaching treatments for all of us. I still declined, thanking her for the offer but explaining that I wasn't comfortable taking the risk. I even suggested wearing a wig as an alternative, but she dismissed the idea, claiming wigs were cheap and unnatural. Zoe insisted on wanting our real hair bleached to match her vision for the day. After a back and forth discussion, she ended up telling me to go home and contemplate the fact that I was ruining her vision. She also mentioned that I'd spoil the photos and wedding video that she and her fiancé planned to share with his grandparents who couldn't attend in person. Feeling sorry for the situation, I apologized, paid for my meal, and left. I really don't want to dye my hair, but I also don't want to ruin Zoe's special day. I believe my concerns are valid, but I can't help but question if I'm being difficult or mistaken here. Edit: to clarify the hair color situation, I'm a level 6/7 on the scale, while the other brunette is a level 5. Zoe wants all 6 of us to be at a level 9/10, with only herself being platinum at a level 10. We both have green eyes, not dark brown like 2 of the other girls. Edit 2: I woke up to find this thread locked with numerous comments I haven't had a chance to read yet. Fortunately, I have the day off from work. I want to express my gratitude to everyone who offered advice and support during this bewildering 24-hour period. My goal is to meet up with Zoe in a few days to discuss this situation calmly and find a compromise that doesn't involve bleaching my hair. I've made a copy of this post on my profile if you have any further thoughts or advice. I'll also try to filter the comments and answer some of the questions. Thank you all once again. Update: would I be the asshole for not dyeing my hair for a wedding? I met up with Zoe to discuss the concerns shared in the Reddit comments. It turned out that Zoe had seen the post online because someone had sent her one of the TikToks where it was discussed. She mentioned feeling embarrassed about the situation being public but understood that I needed advice from people who weren't involved in the wedding. We both apologized to each other, and she admitted that asking for the bleaching was out of line. She hadn't realized the complexities and potential damage involved with bleaching dark hair, as she had only done it once on her naturally blonde hair. We reconciled and things are now good between us. Zoe decided to scrap the idea of having everyone in the bridal party bleach their hair and embrace a different approach. I convinced her that having a mix of dark and red hair would complement her winter theme beautifully and make her stand out. We also decided to forego the idea of colored contacts unless anyone in the bridal party individually wanted to wear them, as they had a striking blue color. Regarding the concerns about the grandparents, Zoe clarified that Frank's family in Argentina has no German descent, so there's no reason to argue or speculate. She was horrified when she realized how it may have looked, as she had thought more about Disney's Elsa rather than the Aryan nation. She didn't even know about the Nazis fleeing to South America after World War II. Zoe messaged everyone in the bridal party, informing them about the change of plans and apologizing for the stress caused. She expressed excitement about brainstorming new hair and makeup looks and going dress shopping together. We didn't inquire about the grooming standards for the groomsmen, as we were eager to move forward and put this entire fiasco behind us. Zoe and I have resolved our issues and everything is fine now. Apologies if this update isn't the dramatic story you were expecting. Edit 101. Although I debated whether to share this, I feel terrible and need to get it off my chest. Unfortunately, Zoe's wedding has been called off, and her engagement with Frank has been broken. The current status of their relationship remains uncertain. This information comes from Zoe herself via text. She spoke with Frank the day after our meeting. Frank had been away for work, returning only that morning. It turns out that 3 of his groomsmen, including the best man, had already started the bleaching process. 2 of them, who had lighter hair to begin with, had successful outcomes. However, the best man, Brandon, now has orange hair that looks patchy because he attempted the process at home while drinking with a friend. He needs professional help to fix it, and his hair feels damaged. Frank informed Zoe that since half of his side had already bleached their hair and considering the mishap with Brandon, the rest of the bridal party, specifically singling me out by name, needed to follow suit. This escalated into a massive argument, resulting in Zoe calling off the wedding and Frank ending the engagement. Zoe is currently staying at her parents' place, and they haven't spoken since. I feel terrible about the situation. While I understand my right to set boundaries and have autonomy, I can't help but feel that if I hadn't made such a fuss and just gone along with it, this wouldn't have happened.